I'm back with another video, and today's video is not necessarily Disney specific, just travel specific. So like I mentioned in the video before this, I just got back from a pretty big Europe vacation, and like I've mentioned before, I'm from the Midwest, so that involved a very long flight. I think our flight was around 8.5 hours each way. So I found a couple of things for this past flight that I now am going to have every single time I fly from now on. Absolute travel flight essentials. So I thought I would just start with the top and work my way down. So, an eye mask. This eye mask, I sleep with it almost every night. I put it on in the middle of the night because I'm a super light sleeper. So even though we have 2 sets of curtains, any amount of light wakes me up. But this one is, I bought it on Amazon, and it's called the Dreamweaver. And when you wear it, you will look like a bug or like you have a bra on your face, because where your eyes go, like you could actually blink. It actually like kind of, it's convex when you have it on your eyes. So if you wanted, like I said, you could have your eyes open and you could blink. It's not just flat against your face, which means that there's a much better seal, I guess you could say. Works awesome. I highly recommend it. The Dreamweaver, bought it from Amazon. Next are really good earplugs. And these are another thing that I frequently sleep with at night. These are the ones that I've been using. I bought them again on Amazon. They're called Heroes, and they have the highest NRR, which stands for noise reduction rating, which is 33. So the higher the noise reduction rating, the quieter it will be. It's not 100% quiet, but like I said, these are the best that I could find. And it says highest on here, so I don't know if you can get them any higher. Maybe you could if you had like some kind of prescription or something. I'm not sure. But another must-have for me when I am on a long flight and I want to take a nap, or even if I just want to drown out any possible crying kids that are near me on a plane. Okay, so that's my eye mask and my earplugs. Next thing I have are compression socks. And I would have laughed 3 weeks ago had anybody told me, oh, you should have compression socks. And I was looking into it, and I decided for a really long flight, I'll give them a try. These are pretty cheap. I bought them on Amazon. They're about a medium compression. They have you can buy them with different amounts of compression. This is about a medium, and they're quite tall. They go almost to my knee, but my legs felt so much better after wearing these on this past trip. Like I said, it was about an 8.5 hour flight, and I felt like the flight was maybe 2 hours. I will never fly again without these. As long as my flight is more than an hour, I will take the time to put these on. They were phenomenal. Next, I also brought, and I've been doing this for a while, a pair of these fuzzy slipper socks. I put these right over the compression socks because the compression socks are pretty thin, and it does get quite cold on a plane, so I wore these, and then I was actually wearing, it was a very attractive look, but it was a nighttime flight. Most people are sleeping, but I was wearing like yoga capris, legging kind of things. Then I was wearing these, and then I wore these on the bottom. So you had the pants, then you can see a little bit of these white and pink ribbon compression stockings, and then these slipper socks. It was super attractive. But I don't care because this was by far the most comfortable I've ever been on a plane. So the slipper socks are another must-have. And lastly, another new product that I will never travel on a plane without. It's called the Pocket Size Back Relax. Okay, I don't know whose pocket this would fit in. It absolutely is not pocket size, but it very easily fit in my my carry-on, or my personal item, which was a backpack. So everybody laughed at me when I had this. I was showing my family. Everybody laughed at me, and I thought it was ridiculous too, but it got very high ratings. So it's about this big. It's pretty thin. It's a little on the heavy side. Not so heavy where it would be terrible to carry in a purse or like a tote bag or anything like that, but just heavier than I was expecting. But it opens like this, and it is this tiny little footstool for you for the plane. Now this is something that if you're tall, you don't need this. I'm only 5'3", so when I'm sitting on a plane, my feet touch the floor, and they can touch the floor pretty much flat, but not enough so that it actually takes any weight off the back of my legs. And that's, especially a long flight, you're more likely to get a blood clot in your legs, and your legs just, they ache, and it's really hard on your spine, which is actually why I really wanted this, because your spine is kind of arched the whole time if your feet don't strongly, sit flat on the floor. Or I should say firmly sit flat on the floor. So I bought this. Never will I travel on a long flight with this again. And again, if it's over an hour, I will insist on bringing this. So it's just these little metal pieces come down to, I don't know if you can see that, these little metal pieces come down to anchor it in place so that it doesn't collapse on itself. And when you want to fold it up, you just go like this, and then the metal pieces fall down, and it snaps up flat. So it was awesome, and I highly recommend it. I also did have, normally I have a blanket, but my blanket that I have for the plane is a little bit bulky, so I wanted to save space to bring all these other things. So I didn't bring that one this time, but this time I brought a scarf, like a bigger scarf, I guess you could say, like a lightweight scarf. It was still a little chilly at night, so I did use that in conjunction with the blanket that they provided on the plane, but that worked out really well. And a neck pillow. Right now I have a really cheap one that I really hate, so if anybody has any good neck pillow recommendations, go on my Facebook page and leave me a recommendation there, because right now I just have the one. It's a really cheap one with like the little beads inside of it, and I mean, it does almost nothing. However, I did find that is good for lumbar support. If you put it in behind your lower back, that works out really well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this and found it helpful. I know I would have loved these recommendations before a long flight. So I mean, the earplugs and the eye mask are kind of not any big epiphany or anything like that, but the compression socks and this ridiculous tiny little footstool, absolutely, hands down, get them. Bought all of these things on Amazon, so it shouldn't be too hard to find. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye.